let's explore this value of operations and price per share problem. The balance sheet of Roop Industries is shown below. The 12/31/2010 value of operations is $651 million, and there are 10 million shares of common equity. What is the intrinsic price per share? Okay, so now you see the balance sheet in front of you, and I think the key things to focus on is that they tell us there's marketable securities on the books. We see there's a note payable. What else do we see? We see there's preferred stock, long-term bonds. So we review the items to determine which are considered part of operations and which ones are outside of operations. Okay, now I've highlighted the information we need to actually solve this problem. The value of the operations is $650 million. Marketable securities of $47 million. We've got some debt. Notes payable $65 million. Long-term bonds of $131. And there's also preferred stock, $33 million. So let's illustrate how we solve this. First, I want to indicate a little hint here, which is to estimate the price per share. The total value of the company is the value of its operations plus the value of its non-operating assets. Now, let's explore the solution. If we take the 651 value of operations and we add to it the 47 million of marketable securities, we come up with the total corporate value of 698 million. So then, to determine the value of equity, we would take the total corporate value, the 698, and subtract out the notes payable and the long-term bonds. So we subtract out the debt, and then we also subtract out the preferred stock. And that's how we determine the value of the equity, at least the value of the equity to the common shareholders. And that comes up with $469 million. If we then take $469 million, divide it by 10 million, and by the way, I'm just working through the math you see here, we come up with a price per share of $46.90.